A woman's troubles.
Oh, I'm just devastated. I'm broken to bits. My soul is in tatters. If he could see me now, my sadness, my misery, my wretchedness, he'd be wretched too. I don't want to eat or drink or watch Netflix. I don't want to go out or stay in. I don't care how I look. I could look like a hag. What does it matter anymore? Nothing holds my attention for 10 seconds even. And when I sleep, I start and jump and cry in my anguish. I don't want to meet anybody ever again in my whole life. Just stay here and drown in my sadness. Oh, how could he do this to me? Only tears, tears, tears for me now. I looked out of the window this morning and I almost jumped out of it in my eagerness. He was there on the pavement, I'm sure of it, I tell you.
It's no use saying it's not possible because he's not in town, because I saw him. Though I only saw his back as he turned the corner.
He must have come to check on me. Did he ring the doorbell? Maybe I didn't hear it. Maybe the doorbell didn't ring.
Yes, I heard it when you rang. But I tell you it was him. Wouldn't I know? Though I only saw the back of his shoe turning the corner. This is the window, see, and I saw him right. Look at this terrible nail color. Would you believe the silly girl in the salon claims I told her to put this bright purple nail polish? Now, why would I ask anyone to put such a violent purple color on my nails? Am I the violent purple nail color type? Have you ever seen me with such a color? What do you mean you have? I've never used such a color in my whole life. That's a load of...
Oh, you mean when I wore that frothy lilac chiffon dress at the welcome summer party at the rooftop of the Marriott Hotel? How sweet of you to remember, but what a silly thing you are.
That color was paradise in purple, and this one is purple fizz by the poolside. It's a totally different shade. How can you say they look the same? That's a matte finish and looks divinely elegant, and this has got sparkly bits in it and looks like a showgirl. Really, men. Next you'll be saying that racing red and crimson candy are the same color. What do you mean they are the same? You're colorblind. That's what you are. All men are colorblind. I'm convinced of it.
I can't waste my time discussing nail color with you when the whole of my life is over. Here I am stumbling through what's left of my life and seeing no worth in it at all. And
how dare you talk about my shoes at such a time? And what's wrong with my shoes? I'd be interested to know. I, who could dance all night in my 5-inch steel stilettos and stay as fresh and firm as a newly pressed handkerchief, that I should stumble in these itty-bitty little 3-inch heels. The very thought of it. Presumptuous. What would you men know wearing those horrid thundering things yourself? But they didn't cost you the pretty penny, did they? So why would that be bothering you, young man? He bought them for me, and I'll wear them till they fall off my feet or I fall down dead, whichever is first. Though I must change this awful nail polish, it doesn't match with anything. Be a dear and bring me the nail polish remover and cotton swabs from my dressing table. And mind you don't look around. A lady's boudoir is her private place, and I'm only authorizing you to get the remover and no roving eyes, my laddie. It's right there on the dresser. Even a man should be able to find it. Yeah, it's a small bottle. Yeah, it's got an orange cap. It says nail polish remover right there on the bottle. How can it be so difficult? Didn't I tell you not to look at anything else? So come out with your eyes shut and no more questions. I'm not answering that. I'm not. Really, I'm not. Go away. Go away. If you call yourself my friend, then whom should I call an enemy? Okay. I don't want to know the correct proverb. I'm just saying you're no friend of mine. You can understand that? Then we're fine.
I'm so miserable. I don't see any light at the end of this tunnel. I'm just going to be miserable for the rest of my life. Oh, you dear sweet boy. How kind of you to bring me cake. But I couldn't put down a crumb. It won't stay down. I just know. I'm so full of misery, there's no place for anything else. But it's so sweet of you that I will try. How clever of you to know coffee cake's my favorite. With walnuts? I love it with walnuts. No, not such a big chunk. I'll try a teensy-weensy bit. Just a little larger. Yes, thank you. And only because you're so sweet to bring it for me. You mustn't build up your hopes, my dear. That part of my life is over. If it's not him, it's nobody. And I'll die an old maid, still proclaiming my love for him. Oh, I'm so sad. My life means nothing. I'll try a small crumb and see if I can keep it down. Bring me a glass of lemonade from the fridge, there's a dear. Oh, God! This bottle of remover is almost empty. Oh, how am I supposed to cope with all these tragedies one after another? Can a girl not have even a tiny spot of comfort? Oh, thanks, my dear, thanks. That's a good lemonade. So refreshing. Oh, you wicked thing. How naughty of you to spike it. But really, I think you spiked the gin with a bit of lemonade, not the other way around. You really are a naughty thing. This isn't the correct glass for a spot of lemonade, of course, but what would a man know of such things? You have a flaming cheek. How do you have the brass to tell me you had to rummage for a fresh glass in my kitchen? Is a woman with a broken heart supposed to be washing dirty dishes? You can leave right now if you're only going to be nasty, and you can take your coffee cake with you. What? I'm just staggered. Are you saying I've been sitting here stuffing my face with cake when my eyes are red from crying and my soul is flooded with tears? Is that what you're implying? Is it? Tell me. I insist you tell me. No, you're never going to tell me, are you? Just sitting there with that silly, smug face. Well, I'm not going to eat a bit more of that cake, and I only did it then to make you happy because you were trying so earnestly to make me happy. But happiness is not in my lot anymore. Everyone needs to understand that. It's all over for me, and I don't care. Look at this face. See? Ravaged. But I don't care. Not one tiny bit. So sweet of you to say I look adorable, my dear. I know it's not true. Bring me my handbag. It's there on the table. I have a mirror in it. I'm sure I look ravaged and I don't look adorable, though it's very sweet of you to say. Oh, look at this dear little change purse. He bought it for me in a street market because I loved it. I'll keep it forever and never part with it. It will always remind me of him. Not that I'll need reminding, for he's imprinted on my heart forever and nothing can ever erase that. Ah, you miserable, rotten liar! How am I going to get my face straight in time? I look like hell. Ravage doesn't even begin to state it. How dare you say I look adorable? Look at these puffy bags under my eyes. And look at all this splotchy redness. I need to lie down and put some cold compresses on my face. Don't be silly, cucumber, I believe. I'll need an ice pack and some stiff medication if I'm going to look halfway decent at Sunny's party tonight. You know I'd rather not go. Everyone knows that, with my poor broken heart and all.
But Sunny phoned and said I must come, and he'd be just gutted if I didn't, and Sunny's an old friend. So I'll just have to pack away my misery and go along and dance till dawn and laugh and smile so no one knows I'm crying on the inside. Though I dare say everyone does know. But I'm very brave that way. And kind. Always putting myself last and my friends and their happiness first. There now, didn't I eat all that cake to make you happy? I know. I'll wear the red dress with the... Oh, I can't, with this horrid purple gook on my fingers, can I? Don't be ridiculous. How can you possibly say it doesn't matter? Red and purple. The thought of it! Even if my heart is broken in 100 pieces, and no one will ever be able to put it together again. Now you better run along, as I need to sort myself out. I must rest. Misery is too exhausting. And I have to repair my face and decide what I'm going to wear. Oh, I know. I'll wear that pale green dress with the charming pin tucks. It suits my sad, dejected mood. And this splash of purple will look quite splendid with it, I'm sure. I've only ever worn it with my dark brown shoes before. But those new shoes I bought yesterday will look super too. Yes, I'm quite sure of it. It's going to be a lovely evening. Of course, I'll hide my sadness. It's not right to have it out on display and make everyone miserable, is it? Be off with you now, and you can pick me up at 10. Not a minute earlier. I'm warning you, I won't be ready earlier. It's very naughty of you to say I won't be ready at 10 either. If I wasn't so miserable, I'd throw you out this instant. Now mind you bring your car to the front. Those cobblestones at the back are murder on a good pair of shoes.
And I will just collapse if these new shoes get ruined too. There's only so much a girl can take. Oh, what would a silly man know of all a woman's troubles?